Yeehaw! And welcome back to Redneck Snack and Food Reviews, where life is too short to be serious. Now, before anyone goes commenting all upset that I'm doing Insomnia cookie reviews, it's okay. I'm not a traitor. I am not a traitor. Crumbl will always be my favorite place. Sorry, Insomnia. They will always be my favorite cookie place. They just have better cookies. It's a fact. They have the best cookies. And we're not going to lie about that. But for what Insomnia is, you make more average cookies, which is fine. You make a cookie that, a normal person would like. Crumbl, on the other hand, makes their own distinct big cookies that just are, they have all kinds of things going on. It's not a normal cookie that your mama bakes, These cookies, they're kind of more like what your mama bakes. And there ain't nothing wrong with a cookie that your mama bakes. But not everybody's got a Crumbl. A lot of college towns have Insomnia. And it's just an established brand. And I don't know how they'll handle like this competition with Crumbl. I really don't. But they do their thing. Crumbl does their thing. They can coexist, at least for now, as far as I know. So, that's enough blabbering. You probably don't even care about Crumbl if you're here. I mean, a few people probably do. But you're here for this review. And I'm going to give it to you. So, there are four new flavors from Insomnia Cookie. I really wasn't sure if I was ever going to do this review, but I'm doing it. Two of them are definitely limited time. The other two, I'm not so sure. Two of them are normal size. Two of them are deluxe. Now, their deluxe is not like a Crumbl cookie. It's not thick and wide. Sorry. I'm looking around. It's a nice little neighborhood. And things just catch my eye. Anyways, it's not thick and brown. It's, it's one of those, very wide cookies, not... And, it's, what I mean. You'll get to see it. Anyways, so we got two deluxe, and then the two more normal size ones are the ones that are limited time. Now, this has got me, and I'm sure Crumbl's done something with blueberry, but this has got me wanting them to do something with blueberry. So, yeah, I'm going to try and do my best. The blueberry one did fall apart when I was trying to make the picture for this, but I'm going to do my best to show these off in a thumbnail-worthy thing. And there goes the cookies. Oh my goodness. These cookies just don't want to cooperate. Here, I'll put the two big ones at the bottom. And just pray for me, folks. I'm religious, so if you pray, all the bad things will go away. Alright, let's do a better job at this. See, I hate this. I really hate this. I really just want to go off. They don't give you a very big buck. See, Crumbl makes it easy. Crumbl makes this easy, but this is just downright complicated. And why is it not? Because these cookies, you see how these cookies don't fit in one box, People are just going to be wondering what the heck kind of thumbnail is that, but we're just going to roll with it. So I'm going to eat the blueberry cobbler first because you can already see it broke in half. So let's just get one more. Well, I can't even say one more because you didn't even get a good look at it in the first place. Let's get one good look at it. I'm going to eat this piece that broke off of it. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit frustrated. I'm not angry frustrated right now. I'm just, come on. Anyways, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And check out my Instagram, Redneck Snack and Food. Let's try this out. Okay. It's definitely interesting. Because the cookie base is not super sweet. It lets the blueberry kind of make its own way through this, but To me, it's just not amazing. It kind of seems like it's not like legit blueberry pieces. Like, you know those blueberry muffins you make in the oven. Again, I said these are kind of like Mama's cookies. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like those blueberry muffins. There's not really legit blueberry pieces. And it just doesn't resemble much of a blueberry to me. I'm gonna have to give that a 5. I don't give a lot of 5s out. Typically I give 7 or higher. That's a 5 for me. It just kind of, it was not even as good as what you would get out of a like a Martha White blueberry muffin. It was really just not that great, but it was okay. I mean, you could taste that okay blueberry flavor, and the cookie, it was interesting. It was definitely interesting because it let those little whatever blueberry pieces you want to call them kind of say their own thing about this. But I think Crumbl could definitely do something better than that. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of throwing some shade out here today, but that's a 5. That's a 5. All right, so now the Banana Foster. Let's look at that. I didn't really have time to look at the details for these. But essentially a Banana Foster. It looks like it's got some banana chips, and we're just gonna try it, you know. This one's a little harder to break apart, so maybe this one's got like banana in it. Looks kind of gooey, kind of thick, so I'm kind of anticipating something better from this than the blueberry cobbler. So let's go ahead and try this. Again, not a super sweet cookie. It's got a really weird, it is kind of gooey, but it's got a really weird, thick kind of, a dense kind of texture here. And again, the banana flavor is not extremely strong. It's okay. It's present. But I don't like it much better than the blueberry cobbler. And I see a lot of people at this freaking place. It's like, I didn't know they were this popular, you know, at this point. Of course, we don't have a Crumbl officially yet. It comes from when this review was done. I did it on July 28th. It's either coming tomorrow or Saturday. So, honestly, we'll see. We'll see how the test of time goes. But those two cookies, which were the limited time, I don't think you're missing out on much. I think I'll give the banana like a 5.5. I think I slightly liked it better than the blueberry. So, all up to you folks. But so far, no good. But here's the good old confetti cake. I'll go ahead and just take a little piece of it. But there's a good look at it. Let's go ahead and try it out. At first, I felt like I was going to kind of hate on it and be like, oh, Crumbl makes a better cookie than this. And I would say they do. They do. But I gotta give them a little bit of credit. I do taste some cake. That might be my mind playing tricks on me. But I do taste cake. The sprinkles, they're good. I like that. It's nothing crazy, but it's way better than those two other cookies, the blueberry cobbler and the banana foster. Way better than those two. And I'll give it, I'll give it a 7.5. It's nothing crazy, but it's nice and sweet. It hits right at home. Would go good with a glass of milk. So that's definitely a good cookie. If I'm promoting anything here, it might be for you to get a deluxe box of cookies. So we'll see how this last one goes. This is the most exciting one to me. This one is an oatmeal chocolate walnut. So it's an oatmeal cookie with chocolate chip and walnut pieces. So I think this one's very interesting. Let's take a look at it. But again, we're gonna have to see. Let me break off a piece. It is, oh, it's crispy. Nice and crispy. All right, let's go ahead and try this out. It's a bit crispy, my friends. But it's nice and flavorful. The depth of the oatmeal flavor really is fine-tuned. The crunch of the cookie's pretty interesting. And then there's some walnut pieces in here and there. We'll grab a little bit more because I'll get that walnut. Yeah, walnut adds a nice little chewy crunch to it. And it's definitely interesting. It kind of reminds me of, you know, again, the cookies that your mama would make. Except for just a little bit bigger. You know, I like it. I want to say it's something that makes me scream, oh, I love this place, but it was definitely the best one. A little too crispy, but it was definitely the best one out of the options that I picked from, out of the new selections that you can pick from. I'm gonna give it an 8. It was nice and rich, but just some textural issues, and I don't know. It just doesn't make me. It doesn't have that it factor for me. None of these had that it factor, so I'm sorry, Insomnia. I'm not typically hard on people, but I don't know. When it comes to there being someone that becomes superior, and it's really weird to see it happen so quickly, but when it comes to someone becoming superior, becoming that model to kind of compare to, it's just so easy to be hard on its competitors. Like, for years now, I've always had Chick-fil-A as a standard of comparison. You know, when they do these new chicken nuggets, I'm always comparing it to Chick-fil-A. No one's topped Chick-fil-A for me. Chicken sandwiches, PDQ's the only place to top them for me. So I still hold Chick-fil-A as a standard for comparison for that. Fries, you know, I know a lot of people think that's kind of a hot take, but again, their waffle fries are great. So I kind of do still hold that as a standard. They're just easy to do. So I don't mean to be hard on you, Insomnia, but I just was not extremely impressed. And they didn't do it. The bakers didn't do anything wrong. They don't decide what goes in the cookie. They're sent the stuff. So they make it. They make it the best that they can. And I eat it. And, you know, the last time I had Insomnia, it was good. I think I enjoyed the flavors a lot more, but I don't know. I think this is more of a place, and it's crazy seeing these people going in and out of this place. It's really crazy. But this is definitely more of a place for these college students who are going to get drunk off their butt, because it's 2 miles from ODU. Not even 2 miles. We're on ODU's campus. We're at the basketball stadium. So this is definitely a place for students are going to get drunk and they want cookies. Well, you got it right here. I don't know where the Crumbl in Norfolk's going, but that could be some red flags for Insomnia right there. You might want to look into that. Of course, you don't want to, look at, individual locations. You kind of got to look at it at a macroscope too. So my suggestion, if you're watching this Insomnia, which you might be, because it's always good to have your marketing team doing research and seeing what people think of you. If you're watching this, I just say, I don't know, innovate. Keep doing things. There have been some great things. Those cookie nachos, if you saw my review on those, great. Those were amazing. Do something outside the box. I wouldn't say come at Crumbl directly, and I think you're doing your best not to. But keep thinking about things. These weren't my favorite. They might be someone else's favorite. These cookies do sell well. For where we're at right now, they do sell well. But again, you got to keep the future in mind. You got to see what's coming. You've got one location in the 757. Crumbl is going to have six by the end of the year. So I think the one good thing is that you're not going to, if someone loves Insomnia that much, there's not a bunch of locations, it's just the one. And so you'll still be making money for that brand. But I would be more concerned if you had a lot of locations, because again, Crumbl's coming, they're coming fast, they're coming hard. And just, I know I rambled on here, but hell, who's watching this? Who's even watching it? That's the question right there. Who's even watching? And so, yeah, none of these cookies were terrible, but none of them were wow. And at least one cookie each week from Crumbl leaves me going crazy, But yeah, Insomnia. Intrigued to see what's coming. I really am. Kept my eyes on you. I've kept my eyes on campus cookies. I haven't had campus cookies in a while, and I don't think there's one around here. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't work for you, so if I did, I would probably think more on this. But right now, I'm just rambling on. I'm just saying, that's the future of the cookie market. Crumbl has it, and I really don't think it's just a fad. Just because cookies they're a thing that's popular. I can see when things are fads and when they're not. And so, I remember the sweet frog craze, and I was calling that earlier. I was like, that's a fad. And it was, because froyo is just another version of ice cream. And, everyone's got ice cream. And I probably wasn't calling for this to be a fad. I didn't pay it much mind. But everyone was going crazy because, cookies being delivered to my house. Well, that's great. All right? But how are you going to change it up? How are you going to make it more than chocolate chip? And Crumbl has come out with this thing where they change it every week. And they've got new flavors every week. At least one new flavor. And that's how they change it up. And people kind of get irritated. I want that sugar cookie every week. But you got to think about it. Every time they change it up, and each week that they don't have that sugar cookie, you're kind of craving it more, So it's just like, you don't get bored with it. It doesn't get old. It's just fresh and new, But there's some things that don't change. Like Chick-fil-A, they don't change. It's just really good food, and it's a really good product. And if it's really good, there's not much need to change it. As long as everything's great, the service, the food, But that's just one example, And that's why I would say I'm concerned for Insomnia and campus cookies, but why they might not be so much concern. I don't see them as great. Some people do, and that's maybe why. But their service is fine. I think every time I come here, the cookies are ready. So I think that's a plus. And so as long as they keep doing these good services, I think that's what's going to keep them kicking. But again, you got to innovate. You know, because Crumbl, they've got this delivery thing. They've got shipping, so they're going to keep fine-tuning that. Their biggest thing is their weekly rotation. But on the side, they're thinking, how can we improve this business to compete as well? And it's just going to be hard to compete. You know? And I don't say this is doomsday for Insomnia. I don't say it's doomsday for Campus Cookie. But these guys, you know, from looking at it, they haven't really spread like crazy. And to begin with, like, they've spread moderately well. But I've seen where locations have closed, even before Crumbl was really a big thing. And it's just like, you know, if it's hard for you to stay open in general, well, shoot. You know, you gotta watch out. So yeah, that's my warning to you guys. I guess I'll change the title from just a review to a rant. I don't know. I'm not angry. I'm explaining what is likely to happen here. So hopefully Crumbl's growth and rapid expansion will change these companies for the better. Again, they did a good job with these. They did the best job they could, I would say. But I just don't think the ingredients were superb. Crumbl's always in the lab messing around. And Insomnia has their little cookie lab. So it's interesting to see they do create things. And they're trying. But you better get stuff done in a snap of a finger. Because Crumbl's here. They're not going anywhere. Except for they're spreading out, of course. So yeah, just keep your eyes open and yeah, make better cookies. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this review / talk, and I will see y'all around.